Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites from the Indianapolis branch of the Great Millstone, here to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash.
Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well in teaching us this 100% truth. Salutations to them and our fellow Akim who labor in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways. Also salutations to the hopeful elect of the scattered 12 tribes of Israel, scattered to the four corners of the earth, that be like it to the speckled bird, also known as your Israelite foreigners, and your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. To you, we say Shalom.
Shalom.
All right.
All right, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, starting at verse 9. It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear.
Yes, that's any man that have an ear, let him hear. Any man with understanding, let him understand. Okay.
It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
And it says, who led us into captivity for the longest? Esau, Edom. All right. We've been in this captivity going back to the Greeks and the Romans. You know, during the Dark Ages, Jake came back into power. All right, and fell out again around the Renaissance period. Okay, we've been on this captivity ever since. And even when we're in the captivities that he didn't lead, you know, you had Egypt, or Amalek, the so-called Jewish people of today, the first ones to attack us as we were leaving. The nation of Edom will not let us pass by, you know, and then you get into the Assyrian. They help, you know, telling on us where we are, how to cut us off. The Babylonian, you know, he was powerful of burning down our temple. So this dude has been a complete thorn in the asshole for our whole existence.
Yeah, all the nations.
Huh?
Say all the nations.
All the nations, yeah.
At some point, one point or another, we was captive under them. And even right now, we captive to Amalek.
Yep.
Is what, on 1492, what, at the antebellum South, we was in the hands of private Edomite slave owners. But then when they quote unquote ended slavery with 13th Amendment, which the word emancipation means to transfer hands or change of hands. So we was taken out of private ownership to what you call it, corporation ownership, and who own all the corperations?
Yep.
Amalek.
Precept.
Psalm 75 and verse 7 or 6. For promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south, but Yahweh Yahushua is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another. For in the hand of the Lord there is a cup.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, ultimately the scriptures tell us that what the Most High, He rules in the kingdom of man. You see, so the Lord, He's given every heathen a chance, all right, to ultimately rule upon the earth. Right, in today's day and age, in the current time, all right, it's Esau Edom's turn to rule. Okay, but we understand that as the brother just read, right? Can you read that part again?
Psalm 75 and verse 5. Lift not, verse 6. For promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south, but Yahweh Yahushua is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another.
Yet the Lord puts down one and sets up another. So we in a time, as the scriptures tell us, that what Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it to follow. See, so currently what we're experiencing is a transfer of rulership, right? Or another term, what trading places. You see, as America is falling on all sides, morally, economically, you know. And ultimately the Lord, He's doing that because ultimately He's getting ready to establish the righteous rulership of Yahweh Shah on planet Earth, man.
Verse 8. For in the hand of the Lord there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of mixture, and He poureth out the same. But the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth, shall wring them out and drink them.
We open that cup, we're going toward ultimately the judgment that the Lord Yahweh Shah is getting ready to bring upon these Edomites, man. You see, as Jeremiah 49 says, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have surely drunken, and art thou he, thou shalt all together go unpunished. Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of that cup. All right, meaning what ultimately all the shit that we went through as a nation, as Israelites, Esau, Edom, and so-called white man is getting ready to go through that, man. You know, and primarily or particularly, we're speaking about slavery, man. You know, and this day for them, man, it's gonna be twice as long and twice as hard, man. You see? Like I said, all the dregs thereof the wicked shall drink of them. Right? When we go into the dregs of one of the characteristics of dregs is that what is very bitter. You see, so this captivity that Edom is about to undergo under our rulership is about to be very bitter, man. You know?
That was it on that.
And it's only right, you know, what's that, Colossians 3:25, he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he have done. There's no respect of person. You know, we don't care about today's people saying what we have nothing to do with it. You know, the scriptures tell us to prepare a slaughter for his children, for the iniquities of their fathers. You're gonna have to pay for that. All right? You're gonna have to pay for that. He said, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. You know, and who's the sword? Esau, Edom. What is this sword? You know, sword is just a killing instrument, and he has a plethora of them. You know, the modern day gun. His poison's in the air. His poison's in water. You know, the pharmaceuticals. You know, it's he has multiple ways of trying to drive get rid of Jake, and he can't do it. He can't do it. He even went so far. What's that? Jeremiah 31. You know, he was trying to take out, you know, the sun and the moon. Said he went to the depths of, you know, the
Grab
sea.
it.
I got it.
Go ahead, grab that.
Yeah, it says, get straight to the point. Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 35. Thus saith the Lord, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon, and the stars for a light by night, which divideth the sea, and the waves roar. The Lord of hosts is his name. If those ordinances, oh, you wanted the one where it said, oh, okay, kind. It says, if those ordinances depart from before me, saith the Lord, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever.
God, and we know that he's tried to do that. All right. In 1959, NASA project A119. You know, they tried to send a nuke to the moon, destroy the moon. All right. And we know as of recent days, Bill Gates is trying to block out the sun.
Yep.
All right. But he said if those ordinances depart away from me, he will cast off the seed of Israel. Well, those ordinances are not going to depart. Somebody grab the letter of Jeremiah 1:60.
And you know, that's the spirit, because actually, Les noticed earlier, it's an article on peoplesvoice.tv, and it's going to how, you know, the chemtrails that they spray in the sky and kill base trying to dim the sun. It's pretty much